with another one.
Yeah. Franchise.
Hit with another one.
I got voices in my head and they be talking to me. I got two angels on my shoulders, they be talking to me. I see the man in the mirror, he looking right at me. Am I him or is he me? I don't know, so don't ask me. I got voices in my head and they be talking to me. Oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, oh yeah, yeah. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for tuning in to another episode of the GOW, the Generation of Wrestling Podcast. As always, yours truly, the franchise, aka the showstopper, better known as the GOW's resident tribal chief. And with me, as always, I got my tag team partner, my brother, my family. He is the flyest in the room, Mr. 1, 2, 3. Pin that ass down, K Breezy, aka EC's resident Isaac Hayes, King Tuco. Bro, what's good?
Man, what's happening, man? You know what it is, man. It's Wednesday. Y'all know what it is, man. It's the block party. It's your boys. It's the king. It's the franchise. And right now, man, we watching this 8-man tag that we got going on for the main event.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. My boy, hey, so when we first started the show, well, before we started the show, before we went on live, you didn't have the sleeves on. I said we must be in some type of alternate universe, because in what universe does King have no sleeves and franchise sleeved up? I say, bro, their signals
Now
must
you
have
see, I
gotten
changed
crossed.
it. No, I don't have your arms, so therefore I had to change it up.
Oh, no. Hey, I seen you yoke up young fella at the office. you have what is called EC Unk strength. Hey, you got
Oh,
that
sure.
you got that
Oh,
nephew.
sure.
Let me hold five, I'ma take five from you.
Yeah, hey, man, look here, man. Look. I ain't about the games, my brother. I ain't about the games. Hey, do what you need to do, and let's go about our day.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's
Yes,
all
sir.
it
Hey, boy.
is. That's all it is.
Hey, you like you about to shake the Maverick Menthol 100s out of that. My boy's about to shake the nicotine out there. He said,
Oh shit! So
hey, what
you
Jamie?
too can give it up.
What Jamie Foxx say to Giselle? Get your goddamn.
Get your hands off me! Oh shit, big boy, what's up, man? What's good
What's
with you,
up, big
baby?
boy?
Oh shit, man. Oh man. As always, man, you know we just doing our 1-2, starting out the show with some shenanigans.
Of course, bro. We definitely gonna get into some AEW because they back at the 2300, aka the ECW arena.
Once
You know,
again.
Taz got his banner hung up in the rafters. He is forever immortalized in ECW lore if it
Hell
wasn't
yeah.
official already. But bro, real quick, hey, tomorrow, Thursday night, you know what that means? It is officially game one of week one of football, baby. Hey, I'm ready. I'm ready. Oh, I'm so pumped. I'm ready to see my boys this weekend do what they do. But bro, man, how you feeling about the football season, man?
Actually, man, I'm glad you said that because I need to get my fantasy in order because tomorrow's
Yes.
our draft right before the game come on. So I
Ooh,
got
y'all bold. Y'all bold.
yeah. So I mean, hey, you know, this is what we do, man. You know, this is what we do. So I gotta get that in order. So, but it's football season, and you know, you know who doesn't love football? Only a hater. But other than that, you know, I'm excited. I think everybody else is excited, and yeah, man, just you know, we're gonna see what it do. We're gonna see who's gonna win it this year. Because we one thing's for sure, two things for certain. It ain't gonna be the Cowboys.
Yeah.
Hey, we don't expect us to be anywhere near the playoffs. And shit, we're not even looking at the playoffs. But for the
Yeah.
Cowboys, who think they're always in the hunt, nah, y'all about to have another bad season.
So for what it's worth, man, I took it upon myself to chat GPT some
Mhm.
stuff about our lovely Cleveland Browns. I just wanted to know what were their top 10
NFL defense predictions of the year. And would you believe the Browns fell in number 9 in the top ten defenses?
Well, we're always in the top 10. We're always in the top 10. We always fluctuate between 1 through 10 every year. We may start off low, and then by the end of the season, we're like number 3, 4, 2, 1. Like we're
Mm-hmm.
always in the top 10, and the defense isn't really too much of the issue.
That offense, boy. It's that
It's
offense.
it's that offense, man, because the defense is on the field too much, and that's the problem.
Hey, what they say? I'm tired, boss.
You're right, right. They thirsty, they're tired, they need some rest, and the offense needs to come in and put in some work. That's
Yeah.
the problem, and so it is what it is. But we ain't the Cowboys. That's all I can say.
Uh,
Oh man.
bro, so we're talking speaking of AEW. So hey, usually AEW does the later shows. This time, instead of them going head to head with WrestlePalooza, they decided, hey, you know what? Hey, fuck all that, man. WrestlePalooza, y'all can have the later start time. We coming on at 3 p.m. What are your thoughts on that? Because a lot of people online kind of salty, like, damn, man. Like, I think a lot of people anticipated AEW keeping their slot and going head to head or a little bit before WrestlePalooza, not a whole few hours before. In your mind, with the rumors and talk of AJ Lee coming back, John Cena's supposed to have a big showing, CM Punk, all that. Do you think TK business wise made the right decision, even though All Out is one of their bigger, more successful pay per views?
Um. Yes, I, I do because it you want the focus on AEW.
Mm-hmm.
The only reason WrestlePalooza is happening is because WWE's been on a bitch shit,
Yeah,
which it's cool. It is what it is. Some people would say was the competition that you wanted.
yeah,
Well, again, no one ever said AEW was their outright competition, but they are because
right.
they're the second best company outside of WWE,
Yeah,
at least successful wise, what they're
yeah.
doing, their TV, everything. So it's like no one else has what AEW has. So yeah, and honestly, it is good competition. It's going to make the men and women of AEW step up, regardless of what time their show comes on. It's just a simple fact that it's been scheduled that
Yeah.
this was coming on the 20th. Y'all just now adding it. And so it's like, all right, cool, no problem. It's gonna come on what 8 o'clock on the 20th? Because I wasn't sure what time it was coming on.
So you talking about AEW?
Mhm.
AEW coming on at 3.
Okay, and WrestlePalooza was coming on at 7.
Eh,
So
Yep.
originally it was supposed to be 7 o'clock for AEW and
Yeah,
7 o'clock
WrestlePalooza.
for okay.
Yep.
I mean, so what? Now, you come on at 3 o'clock. All right, good. Guess what? You got a good midday wrestler. As a fan, I got 9 hours of wrestling.
Yep.
Me personally, I'm not mad at it.
Right,
It
right.
does me better because I get to watch one pay per view. I get to watch everything that they do, and
Yep.
then I can watch the other one later instead of trying to watch two pay per views at the same time.
At the same
So
time.
for
Yeah.
me as a fan, I'm good with it because again, like I say, I get to have the focus on what I need to have it on and be able to see everything so I can judge it properly. So Big Boy says, see some claims that Tony is scared of AEW now since he doesn't want to go head to head.
Ooh.
It's not so much about going head to head. It's not like TK was ever trying to go head to head. That's
Yeah.
the thing. TK was never trying to really put his pay per views on at the same time as WWE. You got to remember when AEW started, WWE pay per views were Sunday.
Yep.
All
And
their pay per
AEW
views were
Saturday.
Sunday. They
Yep.
were all Sunday. AEW was running their pay per views on Saturday. Then what started to change? Oh, we're going to run our pay per views on Saturday. Then AEW started switching to Sunday. So now you got the Sunday, Saturday, Sunday, Saturday.
Yeah.
No. AEW never tried to come on when WWE was on. Only time that they did was NXT in a way
And
because
they
it
were
was Wednesday.
smoking that ass.
But NXT wasn't even doing that much great on USA.
Yeah,
So
yeah,
Wednesday really wasn't holding up for anything because you still had basketball and everything else.
yeah,
But with when Dynamite came on, hey, it did force NXT to move, but that was NXT. It wasn't SmackDown. It wasn't Raw. They didn't do what TNA tried to do, and we saw how that failed.
right,
No,
right, right.
they stayed on Wednesday. Then they tried the Friday night late night, and that worked for a while until TK stopped putting on, regular people that people wanted to see. And then he got rid of that, and then he came on Saturdays. So TK found his days where WWE still do what they do. WWE is adding so much more
Mm-hmm.
to take up all the time. So it's like shit, man. It's only so many days in a week, bro. shit. So when it comes to the pay-per-views, it as them avoiding WWE head to head because they were never trying to have their pay-per-views the same day or time as
Yeah,
WWE. They were always either the week before, weekend after, and again, they were doing Saturdays. WWE was doing Sundays. A lot of what WWE is doing now is because of AEW. So now you could have put they could have put the pay-per-view on Sunday.
yeah,
They could have put it on Sunday. They didn't have to do Saturday, but they did it because they want to take away from AEW. But I don't think that's going to matter because you got to put on a product that's going to take away people from AEW. And you ain't doing that. You ain't been putting on a product that's taking the people away from AEW. If anything, you've been putting on a product that's been making people go watch AEW more.
yep, yeah,
So for TK, nah, man, it was a great move. Because at 3 o'clock, guess what? We get to watch a whole show. We don't have to flip back and forth. We can
yep.
see everything for what it is right then and there. And then when 7, 8 o'clock, whatever comes on, boom, you got the other show. And we're gonna see how WrestlePalooza, how good is it gonna really be? We gonna see.
And that's the thing because you just had a pay per view. Damn, the Clash in Paris, which the crowd helped a lot as far as the tolerability of watching it, but the card itself was nothing to write home about. And the thing, and and this is kind of where it's getting hard to watch WWE because if you factor in the random Saturday night main events, right? That's
Mm-hmm.
already kind of fucking up the storylines and flow of some of the matches. But then you got on top of that, now you got 3, 4 different Saudi shows. So
Mm-hmm.
now you got 8 shows, that you have to focus on throughout the calendar year that has nothing to do with the traditional schedule. So it's like, bro, every week, I mean, every month or every month and a half, you're building up to a pay per view, or you're building up to like a B level show, which is in the middle of another pay per view cycle. Like the whole thing is with Evolution. I feel bad for the women with Evolution because, dude, you started promoting Evolution back before WrestleMania. But between November through fucking April, you had to capitalize on Survivor Series in the Royal Rumble. Then you had the Elimination Chamber and then the whole Cena thing. So you didn't even have a chance to focus on the goddamn Evolution because right after Mania, you still had to put emphasis on the Saudi show that you had. And then it's like, oh, boom, here we go. Now we got 2.5 weeks to build up Evolution, which is something you've been announced months in advance. So it's
But you
stuff
never
like
had,
that.
but you never had a date or time. That was
Yeah,
the thing. You
yeah,
said you never really made it official. You talked about it. It was out in the air. It was out in the open. But you never said, "Hey, this is when evolution is. This is the day. This is the time." You didn't
yeah,
do that until a month before the show. Oh,
yeah,
July 12th. Oh, wait a minute.
yeah,
Oh, wait a minute. Damn. Why does that seem familiar? Oh,
yeah,
yeah. It's the same weekend as All In. And then we realized you were doing it Sunday, but then you added a Saturday night main event and you
yeah.
added an NXT with no bill.
And the crazy part about that is you talk about wrestling fatigue because you got to think about it. Not saying that a lot of WWE fans didn't watch all three, but if you're a fan of AEW and WWE, why would the one thing that you highlighted, you showcased in the second evolution that people waited damn near a decade for, you put that as your last show of the weekend? Like on the last day, that to we both said it, bro. That should have went on Saturday. If you really wanted to make Evolution that big of a deal, bro, you should have put that shit on. That should have been the first show you put on. If you're gonna put on Saturday night's main event anyway, if you're gonna have something to go up against AEW anyway, why not do that?
But no. Well, see, for me, it was you give it its own day. See, you already putting it in the weekend with
Yeah,
All In. It
yeah,
was fine if it was All In because remember, All In was Saturday.
right.
Evolution was going to be that Sunday. Okay, cool. But you give the women all the attention.
Right.
That was the issue.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
put too much focus on a Saturday night main event that nobody cared about, an NXT that you really just threw together,
Yeah.
and then it's like, oh yeah, by the way, the women are wrestling on Sunday too. Like that's how you did that. And we're like, yo, y'all, why didn't y'all give them the weekend after? They needed
Right.
their whole time to themselves. So now you got this WrestlePalooza. Well, first and foremost, let's take it back a little bit. You just announced the deal. You say your first pay-per-view until next year. So, which means you just bought yourself out of your Peacock deal to rush this, which I don't think Peacock was too happy about because we've been a long-standing business partner for a long time, but it is what it is. Business is business. And then that table bump was hard. And then so now you advertise this big pay-per-view that ESPN wants. They want to TKO and everybody. They want to compete against AEW and what's going on. AEW like, all right, cool, fuck it. We gonna do what we do. But
Right.
hey, like I said, let it come on at 3:00. That way you let the fans watch the show. You
Yeah.
get them to see the whole entire show, do what you do, and then you can, oh shit, Kenny Omega just went through the table. Kyle Fletcher, you are a maniac. Oh, you a maniac. You were talking about that table spot. I thought you were talking about the other spot. Ooh, and he cut himself. He bleeding. Ooh wee. Ooh wee. All right. So I guess we're gonna get a Kenny Omega versus Kyle Fletcher for the TNT championship at All Out. Ooh wee.
Sound
See,
like a pot of neck bone, man.
this is why I'm not worried for AEW. This is why I'm not worried. Does this push them to make sure they put on the best show that they can? Yes, it
Yeah.
does. Yes, it does. And they need it. They need it. And so does WWE. WWE needs them to do a great show. So therefore, they have to do a great show. And you know who's going to win out in the end? It's going to be us because we're going to have two great shows. Like I said, it's going to be a long night of wrestling. But at the same time, it's all good. Everybody's TV is off. You good. But it is what it is, man. They're going to be fine. TK making the right move because you're not forcing people to. TK's not you think you're taking away, but
Yeah.
let's just say this. Let's say you do all this and it's a trash pay-per-view. Because
Yeah.
let's be honest, what's the main event? John Cena versus Brock Lesnar?
Unofficially, yeah.
Okay. And then you're gonna add Io Sky versus Stephanie for the vacant women's world heavyweight championship,
Yeah.
which that should be a good match. That should be a good match.
Right.
I guess they're gonna put the title on Stephanie. All right. I mean,
Go ahead, put that thing on Loppity Meta. And you know what? If AEW really want to do something good, if they really want to do something good, you know what they need to do? Let me put something in your ear. Get Persephone, bring her ass back on, and put all Mercedes Moné belts on her. Just for the fuck of it. Hey, come on, Bozilla, get your big ass on too. Come on, girl.
you
Hey,
stupid. You stupid. You stupid.
go.
I mean, look, I look, there needs to start to be
Yeah,
a downfall. And I think it may happen at All Out. I think whoever Mercedes is gonna end up fighting at All Out, I think that'll be I think that'll work out for him. But
yeah.
by the way, AEW can just cost just coast with all out with no worries. They really can because they could put on a really good show. They already got pretty some matches set. You got the pretty much Edge and Christian versus FTR. You're
Yep.
gonna have I don't know whoever Tony Storm's gonna face and whoever that is gonna be a good match.
Yep.
And so you got time to build it up. Obviously, Kyle Fletcher's gonna face Kenny Omega. I think that's going to end up happening. You're going to have the Hurt Business and the Gates of Agony with the new improved Ricochet, who's, I'm not going to lie, last few promos have actually been pretty good.
Yeah.
He's been actually doing pretty good. I'm liking it.
Yeah.
So you're going to get some. You're gonna get some solid show. You're gonna get a solid match, and I think the way it's gonna work out, TK ain't worried. He knows what he wants to do. Darby Allin versus John Moxley. Yeah, okay, sure, put it on there. I'm not mad at it. We're gonna get something. Bandito and Brody. Hey, after just seeing what Brody King and Bandito and them did with Claudio and Willow Yuta tonight,
Yeah.
hey,
Yeah.
look
Yeah.
here, go ahead, put
Yeah.
them boys in a
Yeah.
match with somebody. I'm not one bit. AEW gonna do what AEW does. We'll come on a little early, no problem. It's okay. We good.
And you know what I'm liking? I'm loving. I'm unexpectedly liking. No, not even liking. Loving the team of Brodito, like Bandito and Brody King.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I'm fucking with it because it's like when you look at them, they don't look like they're supposed to work. Like it just don't look like it go together. But when you actually watch their matches,
It goes
hey,
together. They go
yeah,
together.
yeah. Oh, here, okay. I understand Brody. I understand what TK doing. He ain't got nothing for singles wise for Brody, so we throwing him in factions and tag teams and all this blah blah blah. We got some going on this ways. Dude, when do we see Brody King break out? I want to see Brody King in that world heavyweight conversation. I want to see him in the AEW Intercontinental
After
Continental.
after this,
Okay,
little story works out. I say
okay,
by full gear, you'll see Brody King with some singles gold.
okay, okay. Yeah, because I'm like, man, that's my dog. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oh yeah, most definitely. He most definitely trying to get his revenge on the Hurt Syndicate, but we'll see how that works out for him. But yeah, I can see Brody at least by by then or maybe the third time's the charm, the Continental Classic.
Yeah, yeah. And like you said, your boy Ricochet, him and Gates of Agony, again, another group like Ricochet and the Hurt Syndicate. Yeah. Ricochet and Gates of Agony though.
Yeah,
Hey,
yeah.
hey, I'm
That
fucking
works.
with.
That works better. That works better for him.
I got a question. What did you think about your boy Samoa Joe? Okay, well let's backtrack. So we had Hook, man. Hook
I
came
had no
out.
problem with it.
I was just about to ask that because you
I
know
had
what?
no
Hey,
problem with
I liked how Samoa Joe he even took he took accountability. He said, "Hey, bro, I understand you mad, but I made that call." So it's kind of like he giving them the respect of being like, "Hey, bro, it wasn't a we thing, it was a me thing." But what do we say? Hey, we the ops, bro. Hey, the opportunity was there. You wasn't. He stepped up. It is what it is. Now, if you mad, I understand. We can throw them bitches. If not, that's cool. I understand. But either way it go, mad or not, we're gonna be here for you. You mad now, that's cool. But you gotta understand, business is business. I like how he put it out there, like, hey, bro, hey, I did what I had to do, but we still rocking with you. And he kind of left the ball in Hook court. Because it's like you, as a man, you can't be mad at that, bro. Like he didn't lie to you. He told you what it was.
No, not at all. And that was the thing that made me like it even more because it's everything that he was been saying to him before. It's
Yeah,
like, dude, like nobody's gonna sugarcoat this shit for you. If you want the opportunity, you gotta take it. And
yeah,
that's what they were doing. They were taking the opportunity. It just unfortunate by the time it came, you got hurt. You
yeah,
couldn't go. So guess what? We
yeah,
had to replace you, man. Hey, you know how this business is. It's not like you don't know what this business is. When you get hurt, guess what? Next man up.
yeah,
Period. And that's what
yeah,
it is. And I made that decision. So if you mad at me for it, be mad at me. But hey, it is what it is, man. But I still got your back. But it wasn't like you couldn't come back. It ain't like we ain't rocking with you. It's just,
yeah.
yo, an opportunity came, we took it. And he stepped up. Big Hobbs wanted his opportunity. He stepped up.
And I'm not, hey, And I'm not mad. Again, like, bruh, Hobbs and Joe together. First of all, seeing them two on screen, just side by side. Hey, them two motherfuckers, bro, they walking down the sidewalk, man. You good, bro.
Hey
This
man,
all you.
that's the next that's the next chapter of Hot. Them some bad mothers. Shut your mouth. Shit.
Yeah,
Well, now, man, them two killers right there. But and it's okay. So even if Hook does decide to come back, and let's
yeah,
say Shibata goes out, okay, or he moves on to something different, cool. Bring Hook back, and then he can be a part of the group. But
yeah.
him being upset, I mean, he could choose that route, but it's like, dude, you look like a little whiny bitch because how
Mhm.
can you not respect that? How
Yeah.
can you not be honest about that? He didn't bullshit you. He told you the truth. Hey, I did it. It was my decision. But you understand what had to happen. You understood that the simple fact that you were out. Next man up. Next man stood up. It is what it is. What
Sonny
up,
says
Sonny?
Sonny says hook theme. I'm gonna be honest, I don't really like
Hey,
it,
you
but I
don't like that.
understand.
Yep, you don't
I
like that.
understand he's supposed to be like this superhero, comic-y, whatever, but it's just the way they portray him and then his theme don't match. Like you and I, bro, we talk about this. We talk about this a lot. The presentation of characters. What's one thing that got Undertaker over? The presentation, but the music, the gong, the iconic gong. Stone Cold Steve Austin, Glass Break, you know who it is for even come out. CM Punk, TB Scratch, you know who it is for it come out. You know, Trish Stratus, the laugh at the beginning, you know who it is, bro. Hook's music does not, it don't fit him. It just
No,
doesn't.
the first music did. The first
Yeah,
music did because it was just like, all right, you know what it is, ass kicking time. But
yeah,
the problem is you have Hook built as this unbeatable badass that, quite frankly, isn't really fighting the best of the best. He's fighting the best of the least, and he's
hmm
looking overpowering to them. But he's not doing anything to really make a case for him to be looked in the same light as Darby Allen and everybody else that's moved up in
yeah,
the business. Like he's come up, but he's not coming up where he needs to be.
yeah. He needs to fight the Claudios. He needs to fight the Moxleys. He needs to fight like somebody with some legitimacy behind him, man. You got him beating up the B team, the C team, the
Yeah,
practice squad.
let's try the D squad. He's beating up the D
Yeah,
squad, but when he's in the group, he's doing the bigger stuff, which is good. So
yeah,
that's why I
yeah.
think he needs the ops. He needs to be a part of the ops, or he could decide to join the Death Riders. Now,
Ooh, ooh, ooh. Hooking the Death Riders under Mox's tutelage? I'm not mad at that. I,
so he needs that. He needs that. Um, because the Hook being the one man badass dude, you're not that. He. I'm not saying he's not a badass. I'm not saying he can't kick ass.
yeah,
You're not beating everybody up like that. Like your offense, the way you move, the way everything is set up for you. Like, dude, you're not. You got to change that up. You got to change that up. You have to.
do you think they? Do you think TK booked Hook into a corner? Because now
Yes.
I feel
Yes.
like there's
Yes.
nowhere to go.
Yes.
Okay,
Yes.
okay,
Yes. One undoubtedly 100% because again, it was okay when he was starting out because he was starting out against the nobodies.
yeah,
But once you got to the bigger card, like, dude, you need to change up that style. You're not
yeah,
gonna be that way against all the bigger talent, not the higher mid card. You're not gonna beat your no, they're not gonna undermine themselves for you. Hell no, not in AEW. This is WWE and they were trying to do this. Yeah, it is probably working over there, but not
yeah.
over here.
And you know, I think another thing is too. You said the style. They're trying to book him like Taz, but here's the thing: Taz, even though Taz wasn't a big guy by any means, Taz was big as fuck for his size. He was imposing. He was intimidating. So Taz, even though he was only 5 and some change, you know, bro, still 200 plus pounds, bro. Human suplex machine. It looked believable from a guy of Taz's stature.
But
Hook,
Taz put on better matches. Taz could
that's true.
tell the story better than
Yeah,
what Hook is doing. Taz had matches where Yeah, he was that dude against certain people, but when he fought Rob Van Dam, when he fought Sabu, when he
Yeah,
fought Tommy
yeah,
Dreamer, when he fought all
yeah,
of those guys, the Sandman, when he fought those guys, he battled those guys. He went
yeah,
back and forth with those guys. He didn't look like he was just overpowering women's strength, and then those guys had to water down who they were
yeah,
to be, to make Taz look good. No, Taz was Taz, and they were who they were, and they clashed, and it made it the rivalries that it was.
yeah,
That they're not doing that with Hook, and Hook doesn't have that, and they need to figure out a way to do that with him because this Hook is played out, and he needs to change. Daniel Garcia had to change up. Willa Yuta had to change up. Darby Allin is still crazy as hell. MJF had to change up. All them guys, hell, even though we haven't seen him in a while, Jungle Boy, he had to
yeah.
change. And you saw how he changed up. Everybody has to change up after a while. It's time for Hook to change up. Either get into a group and change how you do it, or change the whole character gimmick, period. And that way your style can be more flow flowing, more free flowing. And it makes more sense. Because you gotta do something. You gotta do something.
Hey man, look, and speaking of gotta do something, our girl Willow still out here beating up bitches, man. I love Willow. Anytime I see Willow on the screen, man, it's a great day. Particularly when she's throwing haymakers, man. Hey, her Marina Shafir. Marina is somebody who I want to see. Okay, bro. It's only so much of I want to see her just beating up the dudes. And of course, she's gonna look like a badass because I mean, very rarely are dudes gonna hit women even in AEW. But now I want to see Marina. I want to see what she got in the ring on the one-on-one. Like, all right, you got it with Mox all this time, bro. Let me see her in some actual competition. Maybe is she ready? Is she not ready? Because at this point, if she's not ready now to go solo dolo, she ain't gonna ever be ready.
I mean, she can do a solo match, but if you're gonna do something big on a pay per view, I think it need to be multi women. Just so the eyes solely, just so it's not so much responsibility on her, but
Facts.
that way you can kind of take away the flaw so much, and she can work on what's good, and then
Yeah.
because sometimes that's what gradually helps people get better. And sometimes when you have a multi match, you can work on your flaws and get better over time. So I think she needs to do that. I think she needs to have more matches instead of just being out here being the hired gun that's beating up on all the men because none of the
Yeah.
men gonna hit her back. But now you're starting to see, hey, they'll buckshot Larry her ass. They'll one wing angel her ass. They will knock her ass out because you can only get so far with it. So
Right, right, right.
um, I think yeah, her and Willow, it could happen.
Yes, sir.
You make it a hardcore match. Don't make it a regular. If you're
Ooh,
gonna
yeah,
do one on one,
yeah.
it can't be a regular match. It has to be some no rules, no disqualification, something like that. So that way they can just fight and just go at it.
I like hardcore man. I like we already know Willow ain't a stranger to the danger.
No, not at all. Not if anything, that's when that smile comes off that face, and when she ain't smiling,
Yeah,
that's when you need to be worried. Because when
yeah.
Willow ain't smiling, oh, that means she focused, and when she focused, she about to whoop your ass. But with somebody like Maria, I think it would be a nice little back and forth battle that people would appreciate.
Hey man, serving up a whole lot of that. You know what I mean? Hey, Connors.
Not good, man. Hell, Doc says my intro music would be "Stand Back" by Vince McMahon.
Oh my God, y'all own one tonight, man. Y'all own one.
Oh
Y'all own
shit,
one.
Doc Ock. Hey, man,
Oh
but
shit.
nah, but I definitely would like to see Maria do a little bit more, just a little bit tad more.
Hell yeah. Now, I'm right there with you. I'm right there with you, man, bro. Look, man.
What's up? What's up,
We
man?
got we got we got AEW out the way. Not a whole lot, actually, really nothing on Monday Night Raw. We got the tease that CM Punk will be on SmackDown strictly for the simple fact that they're going to be in Chicago. They've been teasing, like I said, AJ Lee being his tag team partner against Becky Lynch and Seth Rollins at a WrestlePalooza. So we'll see about that, how that goes.
And see,
Um,
and see, and that's what I feel like WrestlePalooza will be. WrestlePalooza will be names only.
Well,
What will
think about it.
what will
Think of
the
this.
quality be? That's going to be my issue.
I'm going to go out on a limb and say, quote me on this, there will not be. Okay. I'm going to hold out hope for EO and Stephanie. I'm going to exclude them.
Okay.
Outside of that match, there will not be a singular great match on this card.
So,
It is strictly entertainment value.
and that's what's going to make it better than All Out.
No.
It's not the wrestling. No, but if it's going to be the people that's going to say it, it's going to be they don't care about the wrestling. AEW can put on a fantastic wrestling show.
Mhm.
Will the entertainment win out?
I will say I wouldn't be surprised if people are jaded by the entertainment value that WWE will produce in comparison to AEW. And the reason I say that, you got AJ Lee rumored to come back. Okay, boom. You get EO versus Stephanie. People been wanting to see that brand new champion. Cool. And then you got Brock Lesnar coming back, supposedly. And we haven't seen Brock since he came back and attacked John Cena. But before then, haven't seen him in years because of the whole Vince McMahon thing. So I think just the anticipation of Brock and AJ alone, not to mention whatever shenanigans WWE might pull out their ass, because I'm pretty sure there's going to be a thing or two that happens that they're not going to announce just to be petty. So I do think that although AEW may have the overall better show, I think depending on how Triple H and WWE structures this PLE, people may end up talking a little bit more about the happenings on WWE. Not necessarily a better show, but there may be more moments to talk about if that makes sense.
Mm.
Because you already know, bro. I'm telling you right now. You already know, bro. Brock come back, depending on how that match go, that shit gonna trend. Because for better or for worse, people gonna be like, oh my God, they let Brock back. Seriously? What the fuck? AJ Lee, oh my God. Like you say, outside of CM Punk, she's got the longest non-return back to the ring, and I think he surpassed Edge at this point. And so, that's gonna do numbers, at least for that night and then the following night. So it's I don't like it because we're wrestling fans, but we gotta remember there's people in a certain bubble that their idea of wrestling is WWE and everything else is minor league. It's bullshit.
I mean, it is. I mean, it's not, but it is. I mean, because the way the business has been for the past 20 years, there hasn't been another company that felt big leaguish. So everything else, of course, felt to the minor
Yeah,
leagues when you have the one company that's
yeah,
dominating and the only one that everybody wants to watch and go to and everything else, which I understand,
yeah,
totally get it. But um, now that you have this other company who's taking the not so what WWE thinks is big stars,
yeah,
and they're making big stars,
yeah,
and they're doing their own thing, and they're having their own matches, and you got people like Kyle Fletcher who's taking a shot on AEW that he can be what he's not doing now, that he'll be able to do that there more than what he'll be able to do in WWE. Like again, I asked the question about Ethan Page, Ricky Saints, uh, Blake
yeah.
Blake whatever the hell
Monroe, yeah,
Monroe, whatever the hell the Tony ripoff, because that's basically what they're doing with her. But
yeah,
it ain't working. I mean, they're not popping like they were in
yeah,
A. Now, granted, AEW did drop the ball on two of them because Mariah May, she made out. Her and Tony Storm, they
yeah,
took off. And
yeah,
then once it got to the point where she was ready to take over for Tony, she ended up winning the championship. And then she defended the championship. She had a run, and they had one great finale. She had a great run. He pushed her to the moon to where it's like, yeah, WWE wanted to take her. But I've been asking the question, like, are they gonna make it to the main roster? Look
yeah.
at look at who's on the main roster right now, and how much are you seeing of that person? You can
I,
pick 5 names that you don't see on a regular basis, and how much are you seeing in them people?
I will say with Blake Monroe, she is definitely one. Dude, we seen it from the jump. We seen it from the jump.
Yeah,
We said off the rip, WWE is going to want her. And this is even before that became a thing. It's just
yeah.
because she has that look. And then when her and Tony start hitting on all cylinders, bro, that storyline was great. And it's like, fuck, this is the type of shit WWE like. But seeing how abruptly her time in AEW came and ended, and then how she's being used in WWE NXT now, I do kind of wish she stayed in AEW. And the funny thing is, there's a lot of people who have sports entertainer value that would be great for WWE eventually.
Mhm.
That needs to stay in AEW just a little longer because AEW has been great for people like Ricky Starks, Ricky Saints. Before him and TK had whatever the issue was, he was actually getting booked pretty well, and he was like really becoming a good star until it got to a point where it's kind of like, all right, bro, they kind of started fucking with his booking. Mariah May, she wasn't getting used a whole lot at first, but when they found something for her, bro, TK ran with her. That was his golden goose outside of fucking Tony
True.
Storm. And I feel like she probably had the potential to be put in that Britt Baker role, if we being honest, because he loved him some Mariah May. Ethan Page. Ethan Page was another one. Dude, I'm going to give him a pass. I actually think that Ethan Page showed great
Mhm.
potential in AEW, but I think he's being better booked in NXT. I will say he's one of the few, but like you say, on the main
Yeah,
roster, me and
TK
you had
dropped
this
the ball on that.
conversation. When he goes to the main roster, I think his size is going to be an issue. Which sucks because I feel like Sean and NXT putting all this equity into guys like him and just to get caught up and then what? Because I don't want to see Ethan Page go be another fucking flunky for somebody like The Miz. I'm sorry, this Carmelo shit, we finally getting out of this shit, hopefully. I don't want you, oh, we don't have nothing to do for you, so we're just going to throw you with some random dude on the main roster or some random chick on the main roster. Like, nah. Same thing Big Boy said about Jade. Dude, it's been 3 years. It's been 3 years. At this point, I'm thinking, bro, Jade was better off in AEW. I'm just gonna call it a spade a spade. I understand why she went to WWE. I get it. I get it. The money,
Yeah,
the marketability, the machine. You want to do movies, you probably got a hell of a better chance of getting signed from WWE Day. I get that. But from just a fan perspective, I felt like TK was the only one that really knew how to book her. Like TK got his people that when he knows how to book you like Sting, there was no way, nobody else better to book Sting's going out the way it happened other than TK. WWE wouldn't know what to do with that shit, and they proved that.
hell no, hell no, Sting, hell no. And that's the thing, because Sting, because people realize Sting didn't wrestle outside of singles matches. He wrestled tag team for the
Yeah,
whole 3 years. For the whole time
yeah,
he was there, he wrestled tag team. That's why it was fitting for him to go out as tag team champions. That's why I'm like, nah, man, Sting got to go out tag team champions. It's got to be
yeah,
him and Darby Allin because he's been the
yep,
mentor to Darby Allin this whole entire time. So this will be a great send off for Sting, him and Darby. You know, that's like the future and the past. You know, that's a great story being told right there, and just
hell
a
yeah,
mentor and the pupil and the future of the business. So, and for the Young Bucks to be the type of team to make that a moment that
yeah,
we all it like was just like, yeah, hell yeah. So if Sting was undefeated, he never lost. So but Sting did crazy shit, and he did the shit he wanted to do.
yeah,
And, and no matter how much we were like, dude, stop it. You already stop it. He kept doing it, and we got to see it, and now it's like, bro, nobody's got nothing to say. Nobody's
yeah,
got nothing bad to
yeah,
say because you showed that legend the respect that he deserved. And it wasn't just you, it was everybody that took part in showing that legend that respect and giving him his flowers the way he deserved it. And guess what? And that's what Goldberg wanted. And WWE, they said, "Nah, bro, you're gonna take
WWE
this.
said, hell no.
You're gonna take this L, and you're gonna go home. That's what you're gonna do." And he took his L, and he bitched about it, and he went home. But you know, hey, TK gonna show you the flowers of a legend, and When it comes to Jericho, when it comes to Edge, Christian, they gonna get the same flowers. They gonna
Yeah,
get the same flowers. You see what they did for Taz? Nah,
yeah,
man. There's an appreciation for the business, and yeah, that played against TK in the early years because the fanboy of him that was getting in the way of some of the business decision.
yeah.
Not gonna lie, which is why we can say he dropped the ball on Ethan Page. He dropped the
Right.
ball on Scorpio Sky. He dropped the ball on certain people because Rusev, well, Miro, even though I read something which I'm not sure if it's 100% true or not,
Yeah,
where Miro felt once he felt he was the best thing on the show, it was time for him to go back to WWE. I'm like, bro, and it's just what Big Boy just said. They're not Cody Rhodes, and that's the
yeah,
problem. A lot of people think just because you had a great run, you
yeah,
were going to become this bigger star. Nah, brother, you didn't flesh that out the way you needed to. You needed to
yeah.
also put people over. Yeah, you can come in and be a dominating force, but you're not finna come in and be Goldberg. Like, nah, bro. Everybody can't come in and be Goldberg, bro. You,
And that's my thing. But you okay? So and like you said, it was just a rumor. But let's say let's give this some thought and some entertainment. If that was the rumor, bro, okay, I'd rather be the best thing on AEW than to be like in the mid ass program on WWE. Now, again, that's probably easier said for me as a fan, but it's
mhm.
like, dude, you weren't utilized the way we knew you should have been utilized. Like Rusev Day, bro, that shit was over as fuck. There is no way you should have went out the way you went out. There was a reason you went to AEW for whatever reason that was. But even now, it's like,
The
okay, you
same
were
reason Cody left. It was to prove that hey, I'm more than what I was, and he did that. But
yeah,
injury and not refusing to lose to certain people, like, dude, you're gonna have to take an L. Like,
yeah,
you got a high winning percentage. John
right,
Moxley has a high winning percentage, but you know
yeah,
what John Moxley's been doing a lot lately? He's been taking a lot of L's. So,
yeah,
he had his wins, but lately he's been taking L's. So
yeah,
you have to take an L where you need to. Everybody got to take their L. That's the reason why Will Ospreay came in and said, "Hey, you got to do your part. Everybody's got to play their part to make everything else work in the motion. So
yeah.
therefore, you got to play your part, man. You can be the most dominating thing for like a year or so, and then hey, you got to take that L.
Come on.
It is what it is. It's shit. Don't worry, we got more titles for you to go after. We got more for you to do. But right now, this is what we need you to do, man.
Hey,
We ain't trying to put you in the purgatory. We ain't throwing you in catering. We just said, hey, you got to play along. If you don't want to play along, then
hey, how that saying go? Ain't nobody bigger than the program.
hey, ain't nobody. You all
No,
spoke from the wheel. We all spoke from the wheel.
come
Hey, that's
on.
the truest thing CM Punk could have said right there, for real.
Yes, sir. Yes,
But
sir.
other than that, though, there really, like my bro said, there really wasn't much to the night. Just getting ready for All Out. Just just putting a few things in place. I'm not gonna lie. Mark Briscoe versus my boy Takeshna, aka Take a Shitter, this
Yeah,
Saturday. Hey, that's gonna be
yeah,
nice. That's gonna be
yeah,
nice. Hey, big boy, you're right. Business, not personal. But that's the problem. People are taking it personal, especially when your ego is getting ahead of what you're trying to do. And
yes,
that was
sir.
the problem for him because now if he doesn't come back and he's not bigger than what he was than Rusev Day, bro,
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This was a fail. This was
Oh
a
yeah.
fail.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, because Rusev Day was massively, massively fucking over. Then he went became now when he started AEW, the best friend,
The
not really.
gamer, the gamer, and the
Yeah.
gamer was
But the
man.
Redeemer, oh bruh, like that right there got WWE gold written all over. Imagine the fucking Redeemer walking
The
in at
promos he
WrestleMania.
was cutting. Dude,
Yes,
just the promos by themselves, dude.
yeah,
My hot wife and my
yeah,
guy forsaking me. Bro, what?
yeah,
What? What?
yeah.
And then you going out here whooping people. Oh yeah, come on, man. Come on. Hell yeah.
Like, and
Hell
you know
yeah.
what's crazy? And I know we're getting out here, but just in my wrestling brain is working right now. In the alternate universe, bro, you got the fiend, Bray Wyatt, and you got him trying to weasel his way into the mind and the heart and the soul of the Redeemer. And the Redeemer, he's not being forsaken by this evil, demonic, twisted entity. But then you got to realize, oh my God, it ain't the Fiend talking. It's me. It's Mr. Rogers Bray. Oh, bro, the Redeemer could be. Oh, he could go at little Mr. Rogers, and then the Fiend, bro, just you die.
I got one. I got one. I got one. I got one better for you. I got one. I'll take that. I'll take
Yeah,
everything you said.
yeah.
But you want to know what the voice of reasoning is? His woman. His woman is a puppet of the Fiend.
Oh, and the Fiend is speaking to him through her. Oh, ooh, oh,
Yeah.
because you had the
Hot beautiful
Fiend.
wife, that hot beautiful wife that's been manipulating you and thinking you that you're doing. Nah, man. The Fiend has gotten her too.
Yeah,
You got to redeem her too. She needs redeeming. You got to redeem. You got to be the
yeah.
redeemer. Yeah,
And you
yeah,
know what's crazy?
yeah.
You put her under this type of spell, under this hypnosis, and now she aligns herself with the Fiend. So now Rusev, oh my God, my wife and my I trust nobody. Oh,
No,
bruh,
no, no,
yeah.
no, no, no. Because now I need my God. I need to be redeemed. I need to be redeemed. Hey, for real. Now
Hey,
you didn't bring God back into it. You have
yeah.
forsaken me. Why aren't you redeeming? Oh, come on, man. Come on. It's the
Hey,
yeah.
I'm gonna tell you. Hey, I'm
It's
gonna tell you
it
what.
is. But hey, just listen. You
Hey,
got
it's corny, but I'm gonna tell you what. In this political climate, there's a certain group of people. Oh my goodness, Rusev gonna get a whole new section of believers, man.
oh my God, man. Come on, man. The believer, and then all of a sudden you just see the light, the white light just shine over him, and then Redeemer just he just feels the power. He just feels the power of the redemption.
Hey, like we ain't seen God in the WWE ring since Vince McMahon.
Hey man, but hey, but you using the Fiend. If you're gonna take the
Yeah,
Fiend and him
yeah,
manipulating everything around his world and break
yes,
man,
sir.
bro. I'm telling you, it would have worked. It would work,
Yeah,
but you know, unfortunately, people stopped thinking like that a long time ago.
yeah, man.
Big Boy says I'm gonna save it for SmackDown, but ask y'all something involving Julia. If we see her, let's see if Julia shows up to have a match on SmackDown, and let's see how many times you know. Because I think we're gonna have to start taking some shots or something. Uh, because if WrestlePalooza comes around and she's not on it, my God, dude, what,
Another
dude.
one, another one.
Dude, I'm just saying. I'm just saying. I'm putting it out there right now. I'm putting it out there. Let it flow out there as we get ready to get out of here. Let it flow out there. This will be the fifth pay-per-view in a row. No
Five,
Julia.
five,
Five.
five of
And
them.
this will be the third since she's been the United States champion.
You know what's crazy? She was actually featured more when she was chasing the title.
She was actually doing more when she was doing the tag team with Roxanne Perez on Raw.
That too. That too. That too.
Shit. So, you know, again, but that's just me. But with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, we will see you on Friday. The princess will be in the building with us as we got a busy, busy weekend to come up on the 20th of September. It's gonna be very busy, man. So we gotta get some things in place. So y'all will see the princess this Friday. Other than that, man, we're gonna do our 1-2. Enjoy the day off. If anything crazy happens or anything pops up or whatever, your boys will come on. We'll shoot from the hip. We'll do our 1-2. But other than that, my boy, any parting words before we roll out?
Nah, man, like you said, bro, we'd be back Friday. Couldn't do the show without you. And yeah, man, hey, that's it. Hey, we out of here. Peace.
We out of here, yo.